Charlie reckons it's time I got off the couch. So today she's dragging me into the most confusing, most frustrating obstacle course I've put a robot through so far. The victim, the Dreame X50 Ultra Complete. And honestly, this one video pretty much sums up my whole love-hate relationship with the machine. Stick around, because at the end, you'll watch it go from genuinely clever to full-on monster truck. Here's the plan. I'm running the exact same obstacle course 3 times, but with the AI set up completely different each run. Run 1, everything switched on. All the AI obstacle detection plus the experimental lab functions. Run 2, I kill one specific setting and the laboratory functions and watch what changes. And then run 3, I turn all the AI obstacle detection off, and that's where it gets wild. Let me quickly walk you through the tech first, and then we'll get into it. On paper, the X50 Ultra Complete is loaded. To see the world, it combines 2 things. First, a 3D structured light sensor. Those are the 2 laser lines that cross each other, and they let it judge not whether something is in front of it, but how tall and how deep the object is. Second, an AI camera that's supposed to actually recognize what it's looking at. A sock, a cable, a toy. It also had Dreame's Pro Leap system for climbing thresholds up to 6 centimeters. Though, that's a test for another day. And then there are the lab functions and experimental stuff that Dreame buries deeper in the app. You got dynamic obstacle cleaning. It recognizes people and pets. It remembers the spot where someone was standing during its run and circles back at the end to clean the bits it had to skip. Stain recognition. It tries to spot stains on the floor and give them extra attention. A large particle boost. It cranks up the suction the moment it thinks it sees bigger debris. Keep those 3 in mind, because they are the reason this test got messy. In the first run, everything is cranked up, and right away you can see the promise. It spots the black slippers and steers around them, but watch closely, it still clips the second slipper and shoves it a little. A small thing, but it's the first crack. Then it hits the fake vomit. The X50 reads it at large particles, fires up the boost, and then tries to vacuum it up. Not avoid it, but eat it. And after that, it doesn't go back to the white phone charger like I expected. This is the part I genuinely don't get. I set up a zone with slippers at the cable and the fake vomit, and a separate zone in the kitchen with the rest of the obstacles. But the X50 keeps driving what looks to me like a random route. Hold that thought, it comes back. It rolls over to the stool with straight legs and clean thoroughly underneath. That's great to see, and to be fair, it did that well on every single run. AI on and AI off. Chair with slanted legs is where things get interesting. With all the AI on, and again, with most of it on, the X50 commits and goes under the chair with slanted legs. With AI off, it plays it safe and stays out. But here's the catch. In both AI runs, it really struggles to back out under the chair. I already noticed this when the chairs were sitting at the dining table. It gets under them fine. But as you can see, it drags the chair a fair bit across the floor with it. And there's a small difference between the 2 AI runs. With everything switched on, it seems to shove the chair further with only a part of the AI on. I want to be straight with you though, this could be just a one-off moment, and don't read too much into it. Either way, dragging the chair around at all isn't what I expected from a high-end machine with every smart function on. So much for the high tech. Once it frees itself though, the object recognition actually shines. It sees the sock, it sees the scrap of paper under the cabinet, it clocks the fake turd, it spots the little figurines and threads right past them. Side brush does tap one Lego-sized figure, and then it drags off the smallest one with the side brush away. The cable it spots cleanly and marks it nicely on the map. Charlie even jumps in to play his obstacle, and it correctly tags her as a pet. And then it loses its plot. It starts driving randomly and literally spins in circles in front of the white phone charger. And remember, this is still with all the AI switched on. It pulls itself together and the pattern looks normal again. And it finally spots the white charger and drives around it properly. That one it did mark in the app. So run 1, flashes of brilliance wrapped in chaos. And in run 2, dynamic obstacle cleaning off, stain detection off, and large particle boost turned off, but leave the AI detection on. Watch how it cleans in this run. It moves around the toys, it drives calmly past the fake turd. No weird detours, no spinning, no chair dragging drama, just steady, reliable avoidance. So my honest advice, leave dynamic obstacle cleaning off. The X50 is noticeably more trustworthy without it. The feature sounds clever on paper, remembering where people stood and coming back later, but in practice, it's exactly what was sending the robot off the rails. It looks like it gets confused when it has to remember where it couldn't clean, but also sees an obstacle it has to avoid. I think the computing power is just not good enough for too many tasks at the same time. And now we're at the main event. I switched off all the AI obstacle detection and welcome to Monster Truck Madness! It just runs over everything. The toys, the fake turd, the sock. I just had to stop it. What the heck is going on? This thing has a 3D structured light sensor, the two crossing lines, which means it can see objects in 3 dimensions. Not just that something is there, but how tall and how deep it is. So how is it suddenly completely blind? Here's what I think is actually happening. And Dreamy, if you're watching, correct me if I'm wrong. The 3D structured light sensor is the eyes, but seeing an object and deciding to drive around it are 2 different jobs. The actual swear around it decision lives in the AI obstacle detection software. So when I switch it off, I'm not blinding the sensor, I'm disconnecting the brain that turns what it sees into a steering command. The robot still maps the room with its LiDAR, it still knows where the walls are, but it no longer acts on small stuff right in front of it. Eyes wide open, nobody home. That's my theory, but I genuinely love Dreamy to confirm what's going on under the hood. Because switching off AI obstacle detection and ending up with a robot that detects 0 objects is a strange choice. Let me know in the comments if your Dreamy does the same thing. So, where does this leave the X50 Ultra Complete on this obstacle course? In my opinion, it only really passed it in one configuration. AI obstacle detection on, but dynamic obstacle cleaning, large particle boost, and stain recognition turned off. That's the sweet spot. With dynamic obstacle cleaning on, it swallowed a figurine, shoved my chair across the room, and it took way longer to finish. With all the AI off, it was Monster Truck Madness, a straight up fail. The hardware is clearly capable, it's the software, but especially those lab functions and dynamic obstacle cleaning. But even with those functions turned off, it still can be a bit quirky. And that's exactly why I got a love-hate relationship with this machine. Set it up right and it can be brilliant. Set it up wrong, it's chaos. I'm genuinely curious whether a future update sorts this out. And I'm also curious how the X60 will perform. Let me know what you thought of this one down in the comments. The watch hours are climbing nicely and we're getting really close to monetization. Thank you for that. Your engagement has been unreal. The moment this channel starts earning, we'll start testing a whole lot more robot vacuums. And there's plenty already lined up. The full review of the Roborock Q10S5 is coming, and of course the full review of this exact unit, the X50 Ultra Complete. So if you want to see how this love-hate story ends, the next video in the series are where it's at. Keep watching, and a big shout out to my friends at Robostofzuigers.nl who helped me kickstart this whole channel. If you live in the Netherlands or Belgium, check their website by clicking the link in the description. Peace out, and then run 3. A tree. And then run 3. Dynamic obstacle, leap dynamic obstacle, I don't know. That's the sweet pot. That's the sweet pot. That's the sweet pot. Yeah, hungry. The next video in the series, are where it's at. The next video in the series are where it's at.